Whenever I look up into the sky, I see big gray clouds. I see flocks of birds. But if I look better, I see enormous colored metal birds, airplanes. Yeah, that's right. Every time I see one, I feel shocked. I start to dream, to wonder where it's going. A bunch of people traveling, migrating. A businessman is going to London for a meeting. A rock musician is flying to America to release his new record. A happy family is moving to China to start a new life. In my case, I've always traveled to visit other countries. Here's a picture of my last family trip to Iceland last summer. Well, in 2015, more than 1 billion people shared my thoughts about traveling. In that year, 1,200 million tourists, according to the World Tourism Organization, left their home, pointed a spot on the globe, and took the first plane to their destinations. When I first heard of these huge numbers and actually realized the meaning of this phenomenon, all of these led me to the following question. Does it still make sense to travel in this mass tourism era? What is that pushes hundreds of millions of people to take a break? Someone may say it's because for our entire life, we keep on searching the romanticism dream of reaching what's far. Someone else might suppose we need to escape from our realities for a few days. Well, I agree with both of these ideas. We, as human beings, need to charge up batteries for a while, but the effects of our happiness can be very dangerous. Remember that picture I showed you earlier of me on the top of a volcano in Iceland? Well, in that country, as in many others, tourism has exponentially increased during the last years. Its population today is less than 350,000 inhabitants, but in 2017, around 2 million people visited it. So, behind economic profit, they earn nothing else but contamination of the environment and construction of new host buildings for tourists. Making another example closer to us, in our beautiful country, Italy, we've lost the meaning of high and low season for tourism in cities like Rome, Venice or Florence. Here's a picture of me in St. Peter's Square in Rome at the beginning of March, which is not considered high season, but you can clearly see the opposite. In the Uffizi Gallery in Florence, hundreds of people walk around unique pieces of history, just trying to take a picture with a Botticelli rather than a Michelangelo, not caring about their story. The sad thing is all they want is proof that they've been there to put on Instagram. And in a way, they spoil the places they visit. So what we can say is that they're bad tourists, while we instead are good tourists, right? But here's the thing, guess what? A tourist always complains it was touristic, and here we are, just like them. We do the exact same thing we accuse them of doing. So is there a way we can make travel more sustainable? There is, and some governments are already doing it. France, Costa Rica, Canada and Bhutan started to support a sustainable way of tourism. Let's take the example of France, which today is the first visited country on Earth, with 83 million visitors per year. Its government developed a program to make France a destination for the future, taking care of topics like ecotourism. Paris is now promoting an eco-responsible accommodation project, and many hotels are working to get a certification that makes visitors aware of their commitment to sustainability. Now that we know there is a way to support a sustainable tourism, what can we do? There are some small actions we can do every day to preserve a country's heritage. We can help those countries by respecting local traditions and local communities, by buying local products, and by looking after the natural environment. In the end, governments must face this issue. Local communities and private agencies must reflect on the future of their lands, and we, tourists, must be aware of a big role in this whole situation. Those countries' future is up to us. Thank you.